Okay. Let's make sure everything is set up exactly where I want it, and it looks like it is. So without further ado, hey guys, I'm SlaveToTheGames, and this is Joe Dever's Lone Wolf HD Remaster. I do have it on the highest settings. I already went through and did that so that you guys didn't have to watch me go through and do that. Basically, from what I've seen, it's a book, kind of like a choose your own adventure, but it also is a game to where your choices impact the story. To what end, from what I read, it seems like it varies. Some of them have forks in the road of the story, and then most of the time it's just creating your own story, which is something I really like. Obviously, I like choice-based games because I did the entire trilogy for Mass Effect. I played... fudge, it's stuck on my head. Where is it? Recent game, Metro, there we go. I played the Metro series. I'm playing Divinity with a friend. I just really enjoy books. That could be like the choice of games or hosted games. If you go there and search that up on the internet, they're books that you literally just put your character into, female or male, or some of them have non-binary, and you create your own story going through there, and then at the end of it you get a different story based on all the choices you made throughout the entire book. It varies on like how well it goes through, but either way, I did want to check this out. It was on sale for like $4, so let's create our character and see if this is any good. I'm really hoping it is good. Let's see. Enemies are tougher and they can attack you when a radio menu is opened. You will get special items and more gold. You know what? We're gonna play it on the hardest difficulty, guys. Oh, I have to click that. Does it read it to me or do I do it? Okay, you are Lone Wolf. Your life is not an ordinary one. You assess and counter all challenges with multiple choice. Multiple choice menu lets you choose your path and write your own story. Pay attention on what you decide. Your actions shape the world around you. Click each icon to display its description. Click the flashing icon at the center to confirm your choice. Okay. You always prefer a straightforward and decisive approach, although it's often reckless. You carefully assess the details of a situation before attempting to overcome an obstacle. You rely on your dexterity and initiative to overcome any obstacle. It's probably going to be the direct one. You assess and counter all challenges with strength. And many are the battles you have fought in defense of Summerland. Wielding your maces are heavy, crushing weapons. They are slow to use, but they inflict high damage. Swords generally do not inflict high damage, but they are easy and quick to use. Axes are balanced regarding damage and speed. Let's go with the sword. Wielding your sword, you are more than a gifted warrior. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of... Survival combines the skills of Master Tracker, Hunter, and Explorer. Healing restores your health and improves your meditation skills. We'll go I'm thinking Explorer and Hunter, because Hunter if I have to eat anything, food, and Explorer to find things. So I'm gonna do Explorer. Oh yeah, shit. I already forgot the rules. Make your choice. Mind over matter lets you manipulate objects in your immediate environment. Mind Blast and Mind Shield transform your mind into a powerful psychic weapon and psionic shield. Let's manipulate things in the environment. Oh, there's another one. You are able to perform extraordinary martial feats due to your mastery of weapon skill. Animal kinship enables you to communicate with and influence most animals. Let's do communicate with animals. Your sixth sense enhances your natural intuition, helping you to identify and counter unseen dangers. Camouflage enables you to blend into your surroundings, enhancing your stealth and secrecy. Let's do Sixth Sense. You possess special Kai disciplines that give you mastery of survival, mind over matter, animal kinship, and Sixth Sense for Summerland and the Kai. Yes, this is my story.
For many centuries, the Kai Lords defended their kingdom of Sommerland from the Dark Lords of Helgadad. Many battles were fought and won by the Kai, but finally came their demise. 3 years ago, the monastery of your warrior order was attacked by the armies of the Dark Lords. The Kai were destroyed. You were the only one who survived the final battle. All seemed lost, but you retrieved the Sommersword, the one weapon that can slay a Dark Lord of Helgadad. You slew Zagana, the Dark Lord leader, and saved your kingdom from destruction. Now, the lesser Dark Lords hunger to take their revenge. It falls to you, the last Kai Lord of Sommerland, to crush their evil schemes once more.
Okay. Blood on the snow. Turn pages. You can turn the pages dragging them to the leftmost part of the screen or through a double click on the right side of the page. You can also go back to any previous page of the current chapter. Click on the bookmark to open the tomb interface and access its sections. They will let you access everything that you need to manage your character and your story. Okay. What? Grab? Ah! You are Lone Wolf, the last of the Kai Lords and sole survivor of a massacre that destroyed your elite warrior order. You would prefer not to be where you find yourself now, in a narrow mountain pass blanketed with crisp snow, flanked by shadowy timberlands, where icy winds whistle through the branches and chill you to the bone. You prefer not to be here, but duty has called you to this remote part of your domain. You are the Freyral of this territory, and you are responsible for the safety and security of the hardy summer-lending folk who live and prosper in this harsh environment. Borderlands. Mountain Borderlands, there we go. You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining... Click. Just want to check this out. The red bar represents your vitality, the blue your Kai, and the green your endurance. Each of these icons lets you access different sections of the book. Remember to put your belt to good use. Place potions or other items in its slots and access them while fighting. Choose wisely, since you won't be able to open your inventory during a combat session. Additional belt slots can be unlocked by upgrading your Kai armor. Okay. Oop. Inventory lets you change your equipment or arrange items you will access during your belt. To equipped item, hover it. Okay. What is it? Throwing knives? Can I not? Yeah! Oh, wait. Ah! Ah! No? What's this do? Can I pour oil? No? Oh, I can only put it... There we go. Okay, I got a meal. Lockpick? Ah, whatever, we'll leave here. Oh, is that the thing as well? You have received a disturbing report of enemy activity around the mining village of Rockstarn, and all communication with the village has ceased. Fearful that the settlement may have been attacked by Giaks and other Darkland raiders, you have come here to assess for yourself the true situation. After a seemingly endless trek through snow and ice, you have almost reached your destination. Your horse becomes increasingly nervous as you approach the outskirts of the mining settlement. Ah, look at me. Graceful. The smell of wood smoke is being carried along on the chill air, and it is acrid. Yeah, acrid, okay. Aroma unsettles you both. This is not the reassuring smell of smoke that arises from hearth or fur. Nace in the depths of winter, this is the smell of wanton destruction. Your heart sinks. You have journeyed here as quickly as the harsh weather would permit, but despite your valiant effort, you may have arrived too late. Okay, so I get a choice. Use your Kai survival abilities to understand what happened. You decide to be careful and proceed on foot. You don't want to waste any more. No, let's use our abilities to find out what happened. You can detect the remnants of many footprints in the snowy ground. Why did I stutter there? Ignore that. These prints are more than a day old, and all have since been covered by fresh snowfall. Yet your Kai senses detect that they were made by enemy scouts, Giaks most likely. If a Darklands war party is operating in this area, they may have placed traps along the trail ahead to ensnare the unwary. It is an old Giak tactic and one that you have no intention of falling foul of. The forest clings to the steep mountainside on both sides of the trail. The ground here is very difficult to traverse on foot, and impossible on horseback. It compromises jagged rocks and loose shale interspersed with treacherously deep and narrow fissures, and they are all covered by a blanket of ice and snow. It will be a very difficult route to take, but if you were to always keep the trail in sight, it would be a sure way to reach Rockstar. You dismount and pat your horse's head reassuringly. Then you retrieve your equipment and personal items from the saddlebag. The horse senses that you must leave him now and go ahead alone. He neighs and softly, yet sadly. Fear not, dear friend. You have fulfilled your duty with courage. Now you must return alone to the monastery where you will be safe. Go as fast as you are able. We shall be reunited there before too long. Your horse lowers his head and affectionately nuzzles your shoulder. His unquestioning love and loyalty warms your heart. The last pat of his forehead, you send him on his way, back along the track and the mountain road that leads to the Kai Monastery. You watch him go until he is lost among the trees, then you steel your nerves and resolve to reach Rockstar as quickly as you can, on foot. Fortunately, you happen upon the remains of an old border ranger track and you are able to follow it all the way towards Rockstar with relative ease. You tackle the difficult ascent with dexterity until you find that the way ahead is blocked by a vast wall of snow. This obstruction is the result of an avalanche that swept down the mountainside a few days earlier, carrying with it many trees and loose boulders. The village of Rockstar lies beyond the great wall of snow and shattered timber. Make your choice. It's going to be dangerous, but you decide to climb over the avalanche. You feel there must be a way to clear the snow itself from the path. Through animal kinship, you commune with the wild, looking for help. Let us commune with the animals. A sudden noise makes you turn your head. Instantly, you see several pairs of eyes, yellow like burning torches, staring at you through the snowy underbush. They are the eyes of mountain wolves. You crouch down in the snow and keep perfectly still, your senses tingling. Slowly, the pack leader leaves his cover and moves towards you. He's an old male with a distinctive patch of white fur in the center of his forehead. His thick gray body fur is highlighted with gold-colored hair that ripples and gleam as he traverses the forest floor with ease. You look directly into his amber eyes, and suddenly you understand what has happened here during the past few days. Images retained in the wolf pack leader's feral memory swim in and out of focus in your mind's eye. You see the villagers of Rockstar fleeing in panic as a war party of Gyaks rampage through the streets of their mining settlement, killing, burning, and looting everything in their path. These images confirm your worst fears. You rise to your feet and the wolf pack leader halts in mid-step. You decide that you must reach Rockstar as soon as possible, and instinctively, the pack leader senses your purpose here. He turns his head towards the north and lets out a melancholy howl. His pack emerges from hiding. Quickly, they follow in his wake when he leaps forward and lopes away through the snowy foliage. You sense that he knows a way around the avalanche. Without hesitation, you rush forward to join with the wolf pack. You run and the wolf pack runs with you, in perfect harmony. Click. The world map lets you decide which narrative section to unlock next. Pay attention to when you choose. Some decisions can't be undone. It also lets you access the merchants you have unlocked. The world map can be accessed from the Tome interface. Meditation is the skill that Lone Wolf uses to rest and recover vitality points, endurance, and Kai power. You can meditate only before leaving your current location, before triggering a new narrative section. If you are ambushed while meditating, you'll start the combat section with your Kai powers on cooldown. While moving on the map, or during meditation, there's a chance that you will trigger a random encounter. Ah, okay. Let's meditate. You don't sense immediate dangers. This is a safe place to meditate. Ah, I like how they did that picture. Fully rested. To the next area. Do you want to write your story from here? I mean, yeah. The village of Rockstar was once a thriving and vibrant mining community, nestling among the slopes on the surrounding mountains. Life here on the border with the Dark Lands is harsh, yet the villagers of Rockstar are a hardy and industrious community. They're fiercely loyal to you, their liege lord, and to King Olnar in Summerland. Now Rockstar lies silent and smoldering. The noise of its steam engines in its armory no longer echoes among the high peaks. Cautiously, you approach the entrance to the village. It is eerily quiet. The smell of wood smoke that you detected from a distance is now heavy with the cloying stench of death. You stare unblinkingly at the horrific scene that greets you. The blood-soaked and lifeless bodies of villagers lie strewn about the streets. Many were cut down as they fled, while others died fighting desperately to protect their loved ones and their homes. Recently, snowfall has covered the slain with a thin white shroud, sparing you the unsettling sight of their gaping, frozen wounds. All around, several shops and dwellings have been badly burned or completely destroyed by fire. There are too many victims hereabouts for you to gather their bodies and give them a decent burial, as is the customary practice in Summerlund. The terrible price that has been paid by the villagers of Rockstarn, partly as a consequence of your late arrival, weighs heavily on your heart. You close your eyes, raise your face to the cloudy sky, and make a silent plea to Goddess Ishir to gather and protect the souls of the slain. You open your eyes and advance along the main street, your nerves as taut as wound wound steel wires. Then you hear something. It is the sound of bare feet on fresh snow. It is followed by the rattle of loose armor and a gurgling growl that sets your pulse racing. It is a Giak. Okay. Ek okak tog jeknik. It drools through its sharp, uneven teeth. You recognize the foul Giak language and know enough of it to translate the creature's chilling utterance. I bring you a slow death. Your fears are confirmed by the presence of this hateful Giak. Rockstarn has been attacked by a Giak raiding party. The creature stalking towards you is only one of many now occupying the village. The Giak closes in, and defiantly, you stand your ground. You can expect to receive no mercy from this creature, and you will give him none in return. And now we fight. Let's see how this looks. Ooh, yeah, see, this is what I was excited for. Summer Sword, melee techniques, ranged weapon, high powers. When the action button appeared near Lone Wolf's body, it means that it is your turn to strike. Each button grants access to a specific class of abilities according to its position and look. During your turn, make your choices before the yellow bar empties. You won't be able to attack or use consumables before the bar is completely refilled. Okay. Ha! The Holy Sword grants you the ability of performing devastating fighting techniques. Because of its magical origin, in order to wield it, you will need Tie Power instead of Endurance. A single cooldown is shared by all Summer Sword attacks. Jesus. You unleash the power of the Summer Sword. It's like, ah! I gotta attack! In order to perform a charge action event correctly, click repeatedly on the central circle to charge it until it's filled. If you don't fill the circle in time, it will disappear. Where's the circle? Yes! I forgot about that timer. Ha! The use of all the ranged techniques is connected to the equipped ranged weapon, throwing knives or crossbow. Ranged attacks consume ammunition, crossbows have firepower as their main stat. Ha! In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. What? Actually, wait for the external outline to touch the center circle. When the circle glows, click it. Okay. Ha! 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 Oh, this is dope. Oh shit, there's another? Ha! 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 Oh no, it's his turn. Oh! Oh! Ha! 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 Oh yeah, bitch, take that! Some attacks can cause altered status to both enemies and Lone Wolf. Each test has different characteristics, and some of them can be cured by elixirs. Causes physical damage over time, so bleeding, fire damage or holy fire damage, poison damage, stunned. The target is unable to perform melee and ranged attacks because he's blind. The target receives more physical damage. Target is unable to dodge or parry. Also, target has less time to act. Each action requires greater effort to perform. Target deals more damage but is unable to dodge or parry. Lone Wolf Kai's disciplines are temporarily disabled. Lone Wolf's vitality, Kai power, and endurance are reduced by half till the end of this turn. God damn! Lone Wolf is temporarily incapacitated and cannot act. For a limited time, the enemy can't attack with a main hand weapon. Causes physical damage over time that increases progressively. When this debuff is active, Lone Wolf has limited time to defeat his enemy. Oh shit. That's gonna be a hard one. Endurance automatic regeneration. Okay. Ha! 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 Whew. Oh, don't get enough. Okay. Oh god, this guy's actually pretty tough. He's bleeding though. Wait, why did he attack Fu when it wasn't his turn? Oh, it is his turn. Huh! What is happening there? Nope. Okay, how do I get out of there? Huh! You can perform 3 main combat techniques. Quick strike, heavy attack, combat. I haven't even been using my main attack. I thought the summer sword was my main attack. Oh wait. The weapon, you wield it in your main hand. A quick strike that is difficult to dodge or parry. A heavy blow that is slower but deals more damage, and a lethal combination of attacks. When a melee weapon is wielded in the offhand, it also makes special combat abilities available in the circle menu. These abilities add a further layer of strategy to the battles. Try them all and define your fighting style. The King Bar represents your endurance, which is the resource you use to perform physical actions, including all melee combat techniques and offensive actions. Go! In order to perform a directional action event correctly, click and drag the arrow as suggested on the screen. If you miss, the arrow will disappear. Okay. Huh! Ah! Shield bash. God damn, this is actually gonna be really hard. Having on the hardest difficulty and you don't get time to decide what you want to do? Jesus. Oh, achievement, Unbreakable. What does that do? Loot. Wait, is this what I got? All of that? Damn, I take all. You derive no pleasure from killing, but if there is only one survivor still alive in the village, you vow to do everything you can to find and keep them safe. You turn away from the Giok's corpses and scour the surrounding buildings for signs of life, but this part of Rockstar and its inhabitants were hit especially hard. It looks as if the Gioks wanted to make doubly sure that nobody could escape and raise the alarm. The houses and stores are badly damaged, their once fine facades blackened and charred by fire. The closest building is near to collapse. Much of the roof has fallen in and its walls are cracked and holed. Above the smoldering door, you could still see a sign make out the inscription, Hankar's Store. The store is in such a dangerous condition that you feel it is unsafe to enter it. However, it has an attached warehouse that has survived virtually intact. You try to enter, but the door has been barred from the inside. You try to reach a large hole you spot in the front. You rely on your strength to bash the door down. Concentrate on your mind over matter powers the door itself. Well, let's try to use dexterity. Start to climb. Making a decision through the multiple choice menu may trigger an action event. Be ready for anything or face the consequences. You can choose how to interact with action events in the game settings. You can choose between keyboard or mouse interaction. Oh, I don't know which one, and I did not do that. In order to perform a precision action event correctly, wait for the external outline to touch the central circle. When the central circle glows, click it. If you miss it, it disappears. Okay? Ha! You find a handhold. In order to perform a directional action, do it exactly as it shows. Ha! 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 With little difficulty, you climb the damaged front of the building and peer in through a gaping hole in the wall, directly above the main floor. Below, you can see the storage area of this general store. Its goods and produce lie scattered everywhere. You sense the presence of Gioks, although you cannot be sure how many are lurking here. Then they scuttle into view. They are fighting over a leg of cured ham they have found. Roughly, they claw and shove each other as they struggle for possession of this hunch of meat. You watch as they come closer to the barred door. When they are below, you pounce. Position, not pounce. You decide to use the element of surprise to your advantage. You leap down and attack them, catching them unaware. God, here we go, okay. When you are fighting 2 or more enemies, you can switch attack by clicking on them. Ha! Hey! Oh, I can't do that yet. Hup! Hup! Yep, look at that. Why can't I do that? Ha! 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 I don't know why! I couldn't attack! Damn it, now it's their turn. In order to perform a precision directional action event correctly, wait for the arrows to overlap, then click and drag as suggested on the screen. Ha! Ha! Nice, okay. I like it. Oh, he's bleeding, nice. Ow, couldn't block that. Remember to fill your belt with useful items. Yeah, I'm gonna actually need health. There we go. Oh no, what the hell is that? Let me go, why are you doing that? Ha! 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 Nice, all of them, look at that. Huh! Huh! Oh! Oh! No, I do not! Huh! Oh, damn it, that's it. Huh! Ha! Bitch! Okay, so I need to do quick ones. That was a heavy. Ow, ow! Oh, this is a lot of damage. Ha! Cool, cool. Hit them both. Boom, broken. Attack. Here we go. Ha! That's one down. Huh. Huh. Come on. Huh. Ha! Is there a bitch? Huh. Oh, I missed. Damn it. Oh, damn, I took some damage that was unnecessary there. I could have finished him off. Got him. I need to meditate. This is really hard. Just 2 beginning area things almost killed me. Let's take it all. This was once a thriving general store, but now it lies in ruins. Its structure badly damaged by fires that were started deliberately by the marauding Geoks. Much of it as its stocks has also been looted or spoiled by these unwelcome invaders. A map of Rockstorm in the surrounding mountain area hangs on the student black wall. Okay, we're gonna check to see if we can use the map. Can we do that? No. No. Journal contains additional information about your mission and the world around you. That's not what I wanted to do. That. There we go. How do I... Oh, okay. Oh, I can't yet. Okay. This mining village is built on a plateau of rock overlooking the sunken forest. The entrance to its famous Bronin mines is located in the southeast part of the crater-like wall of rock that surrounds and contains the wooded depression. You suspect that the Bronin may be the reason why the Geoks have attacked Rockstar in force. You search through the debris that cover the floor, but there is little of value to be found. You're about to stop your search and leave the store when behind the store's counter, you discover something that sparks your curiosity. It is a large wooden chest and it is locked. Let's pick that lock. To open the lock, you must find the right position for the pick. You can rotate the pick by dragging it to the left or the right. The pick will rotate around the lock. When you position the pick, you can try and force the lock with a knife. You can pick the lock with the knife by dragging it to the left. You can't force with the knife while you are moving the pick. When forced, the lock will start rotating depending on the pick position. The lock will rotate more or less when you'll find the right position for the pick, force with the knife, and the lock will open. If the pick is not in the right position and you force the lock, the pick will start losing durability. If you force too much, the pick will break. Okay. Oh wow, look at that, first try. I got another achievement. Okay, let's see what we got. You managed to pick the lock, and now the container is open in front of you. You look inside and find some valuable items that could prove useful. Oh, hell yeah! Look at all this stuff. Take it all. When you leave the store and return to the main street, a gust of icy wind bites into the exposed flesh of your face, and the sudden chill makes you shiver. The winter sun is completely obscured by the thick gray clouds, yet you are able to tell the time of day without its helpful presence. It is nearing midday. Yay! That means I can heal. God knows I need it. Oh, good, I need that. You want to write your story from here? Yes. You follow the main street, tense and alert, ever watchful for signs of human life and Giak raiders. Suddenly, the door of a nearby building is thrown open, and into the street pour a gang of Giaks, growling and waving their black-bladed weapons above their lonesome heads. You steel yourself for imminent combat, but your concentration is broken when you glimpse a human is among their number. It is a girl in her late teens, with short dark hair and sharp sparkling eyes. Judging from her appearance and her clothing, she does not look like a typical rock-star villager. You don't master this discipline. You master this discipline. Take advantage of the confusion to observe the girl. You feel compelled to intervene. You fight the Giaks. You must run for cover. In order to perform a charge action event correctly, click repeatedly on the central circle to charge it until it's filled. Okay. Ah! Huh! You leap behind a heap of charred timbers and crouch down with your breath held and your nerves as taut as wound steel wires. Cautiously, you peer through a gap in the crisscross of fire-blackened beams. You are not sure to whom this girl owes her allegiance. Is she assisting the Giaks, or is she their prisoner? Your question is soon answered. The girl breaks free from the gang of Giaks that surround her, and she runs to the middle of the street. Then she spins on her heel to face her pursuers. In the blink of an eye, she upholsters a small crossbow from beneath her cloak. It is unlike any crossbow you have ever seen before. Well, damn. She levels the strange crossbow at the leading Giak and sends a steel bolt straight between the creature's hateful eyes. The other Giaks, confident that the girl's weapon is now empty, growl with glee and leap towards her. She fires again, and another Giak falls dead. Then another. The crossbow is reloading itself as fast as she can fire it. Shocked by the unexpected firepower of her crossbow, the remaining Giaks shriek with shock and retreat in disorder. Quickly, she holsters her weapon and sprints across the street towards the gabled houses on the opposite side. A loud and angry cry grabs your attention, and instinctively you turn to face the threat. A gang of Giaks are moving towards you with murder in their eyes. Okay, no time to think now. Gotta just react. Instinct. me first. Ah! Huh! 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 Damn! Ow! Boom, bitch! What the fuck? Boom, bitch! You can perform an action event even if you have no endurance, but beware, you will lose vitality doing so. Uh-oh. Oh my god! I need this! That's right, bitch! Ow. Damn, ran out of time. The guy looks tough as hell. Oh yeah, thank God I have that shield. Ow, ow. Time to take you up, bitch. Ah! Huh! 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 Yeah, bitch! Oh yeah, I didn't even need to do that, so. Oh, nice! Look at that professionalism, guys. That was good. I'm proud of myself on that fight. Let's see, what do they got? Flora restores 650 endurance, iron, and throwing knives. The girl is nowhere to be seen. You focus your gaze on the houses opposite and detect fresh tracks leading towards the front door of the largest house. It has escaped the fire that has ravaged much of this area, and clearly you can read the ornate sign fixed above the door. Medallion of the Inventor. Stealthily, you approach the front door and twist its iron handle. It is locked. We'll pick lock it. Okay. Here? Okay, other way. Here, let's go that way. Ah! My pig! Oh, okay, wait. Go this way? Yes! You hear the click of the lock opening, and you reach for the door handle. One twist and it opens easily on its well-oiled hinges. Cautiously, you enter the open doorway and catch a first glimpse of the interior of Redallion's house. It is furnished with sturdy chairs and tables, all stacked high with blueprints of inventions, prototype clockwork devices, and tools of all kinds. Your eyes adapt quickly to the dark interior, and your ears detect the scurry of female feet, shod in soft leather. From out of the shadows, the girl comes running towards you. Who are you? She demands to know. I am Lone Wolf, and I am your liege lord, you reply, taken aback by her impertinent tone. And who are you? I'm Leandra. Jen Redallion is my father. Leandra's voice is tense and irritable. It's as if she's having to answer your simple question. This is not how the villagers would normally address their liege lord, and you assume she must be in a state of shock. Thank you, my lord, she says, her voice dripping with sarcasm. So gracious of you to visit your humble little village. Such a pity you arrived too late. Far too late. Her harsh words shock you into stunned silence. You are a little unnerved by her disrespect and her belligerence. I'll be as diplomatic as I can. The girl is clearly upset by the calamity that has befallen her village, her friends, and her family. You soften your expression and try to console her sympathetically. I came as soon as I received word that you were in trouble. I have sent an urgent message to the king, and he will send troops here to deal with the Geoks. Of that you can be sure. The girl nods her head, acknowledging your words of comfort, but she does not say anything in reply. You sense that she is not entirely convinced that what you say will come to pass. She goes to the front door and closes it before she says anything more. The girl goes and stands next to a latticed window at the front of the house. Anxiously, she peers into the street beyond. She is fearful that more Geoks will arrive soon and try to break into her house. You stand on the other side of the window and try to get her to talk to you. Together you keep watch for marauding gangs of Geoks. After a few minutes of uneasy silence, finally she relents and tells you what has happened in Rockstarn. She also tells you something about herself and her famous father. A large raiding party of Geoks, supported by the Drakarum, attacked the village the day before yesterday. They gained entry into the village by way of the large steam-powered elevator platform. This elevator is used to hoist wagons of Bronin ore and convey miners to the floor of the sunken forest. Rockstarn was attacked during the day. From this fact, you deduce that the raiders were not focused upon killing the townsfolk, since they launched their attack at a time when the village was least occupied. Many of the villagers were down in the sunken forest when the attack began, either working in the mines or gathering timber. These lucky ones have all since taken refuge in the mines, which may well be the safest place to be at present, and certainly the easiest to defend. Unfortunately, the timing of the attack caught the most vulnerable villagers unaware and undefended. You recall that massacre? Yeah. Site that greeted your arrival on the land. I don't know how to say that. Shiver runs down your spine. The armies of the Dark Lords are cruel beyond reason. They delight in a murder and mayhem and know no other way. Leandra is unsure about precisely what the raiders came for, but she stayed behind to sabotage the elevator. She acted with the help of Tarlar, the village sheriff. By doing so, she would prevent the Geoks from pursuing and killing her kinfolk before they could reach the sanctuary of the mines. She has since played cat and mouse with the Geoks, constantly moving and hiding to avoid being captured or killed. She tells you that she removed 3 essential parts of the elevator mechanism: the compression valve, the drive chain, and the control handle. She has one of the parts in her pocket, is the compression valve. The other 2 parts are in separate locations in the village. Leandra tells you that Tarlar, the sheriff, has the control handle, and that she hid the drive chain in the foundry, near the ore smelting works, a large building located close to the cliff edge. Without these parts, the elevator is useless. The Geoks cannot return to the forest floor. They are trapped here. The cliff is steep and sheer, and it's too treacherous to descend by rope. Leandra is anxious to rejoin her father and the others who are now hiding in the mines. Rockstarn is far too dangerous a place for her to stay here any longer, but she is sorely aware that the only way down to the forest floor is by using the elevator. To do this, she must have all 3 of the missing parts so that she can refit them and get the elevator working again. Urge me on, there's no time to lose. You tell her that you are very impressed by the courage she has shown. Your compliment makes her smile, but only a little. It's the first time you have seen her relax her stern expression. How have you been able to survive in a village full of enemies? You ask. Leandra smiles broadens. I followed my father's footsteps as an inventor. But my work is, how shall I say, less theoretical and more personal. She flicks back her cloak to reveal holstered crossbow. I'm a crack shot with this. It's kept me out of harm's way so far, but now I have only a few bolts left. My ammunition is running out fast, and so too, I fear, is my luck. She reaches to a velvet pouch hanging from her leather belt. She clicks open its clasp and takes out a small metal cylinder, which she hands to you. I think this compression valve would be better off in your safekeeping. Please keep it secure. Our lives may depend on this. You take the compression valve and store it carefully in your backpack. Leandra stares directly into your eyes and says, I am determined to join my father and my people in the mine. You have come here to pursue the raiders and avenge the destruction they have wrought. Is that not so? If you help me, then I will help you. You're going to need a working elevator to reach the 4th floor. Without it, you'll not be able to discover the reason for this attack. Leandra says, when the Geoks discovered that I'd sabotaged the elevator, they were furious. In their blind rage, they vandalized the pump room and the boiler house. I must go there and make good any damage to the pump and boiler. It's no good replacing the missing parts if there's nothing to power the elevator. And while you're taking care of that, I shall search for the missing parts, you reply. Leandra nods her approval. Remember, she says, Sheriff Tarler has the control handle, and the drive chain is hidden in the foundry. I had little chance to hide it properly. There were 2 Geoks chasing me as I recall. I threw it among some other chains that were lying on the floor. It's very different to these chains. It's smaller and it's well oiled. The foundry chains are very dry and have much bigger links. Very good. This will help me to find the parts, you reply. Your immediate tasks are now clear. You must find Sheriff Tarler and retrieve the control handle, and you must go to the foundry and find the drive chain. What is this? I guess that's XP? Based on all my choices or whatever? Yeah. Blood on the Snow, Chapter 2. Huh. Leandra prepares for the mission. She gathers up some food and some tools and she puts them in her backpack. As she is fastening the flap, she says something which surprises you. When I saw you for the first time, I thought you were a grown man. By now you seem really young to me. Leandra shoulders her backpack. Then she picks up a stiletto dagger and slips it inside her belt. There's an old tunnel in the cellar of this house, she says, and it runs all the way to the foundry. My father and I often use it to go there and buy the Bronin and iron we need for our inventions. You can use it as, well, to reach the foundry without having to take your chances out in the open. Or you can come with me, and I'll show you where the sheriff's office is. The foundry on your own, or the sheriff's office with Leandra. The choice is yours. Can I not? Oh, you know, I can't rest because I'm there, but can I save? How do I save in the first place? Here. Here, right? Nope. Back. This. That's quests. This. That's just my skills. Character sheet lets you check Lone Wolf's status. It also contains useful information about the fighting abilities related to the weapons you have equipped. Improves melee damage and Lone Wolf's natural armor. Improves all Kai disciplines and summon sword damage and Lone Wolf's turn duration. Improves dodge, parry rating, and the critical chance of all techniques. Okay, I like that. Do I just go to main menu? Ah, look at that. I can see what it looks like. Yes. Let's hope that it lets me continue, right? What if I hit write your story? Oh, okay, it did save. Chapter 2, Act 1. Well, looks like it saved. Okay, well, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one. We will do Chapter 2 of Act 1 next time. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm surprisingly having fun doing this. I know I've messed up a lot of words, but I'll try my best to get better at that. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you already have not, and I hope you continue enjoying this series. I think I'm going to do this to the end, you know? I think this is going to be the new series. While I take a break from Mass Effect, since I did beat the trilogy, and then the next one's Andromeda, I think I'm going to take a little bit of break of Mass Effect before going into that one, and I think this is the break that I need. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys in my next upload.